So standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, let's use standard form now and see what's gonna happen. All right, let's write down 4x squared minus 12x plus 9 is equal 0. Okay, so since here we don't have non-standard form, therefore I can't figure out, looking at the standard, this format, I can't figure out right away what is going to be the change of x, what is going to be change of y. For that reason, we are going to find out our vertex, x point, x intercepts, and build the graph. For this format, our vertex is equal my ugly handwriting. Okay, it's negative x is negative b over 2a, and y is f of negative b over 2a. This is nothing scary, I'll just do it, you will see. This is x, this is y. So, for this case, we always want to write down how much my a, b, and c. My a is 4. Let me write down right here. Bx and plus c equals 0. Okay. A is 4, b is negative 12, c is positive 9. So for vertex, a negative b over 2a, it's going to be equal negative, b is negative 12 over 2 times a is 4. It's going to be positive 12 over 8. 12 over 8, if I reduce by 4, it's going to 3 over 2. 3 over 2, which is 1/2, obviously. Okay, so if I write down vertex, first is going to be 3 over 2, it's position of x. Now to find position of y, I'm going to plug this 3 over 2, x is equal 3 over 2, into equation 4 times 3 over 2 squared minus 12 times 3 over 2 and plus 9. This will be my f of negative b over 2a, which is going to be my y, the y. All right, so this is equal 4 times 3 squared is 9 over 4 minus 12 times 3 over 2 and plus 9. Now this 4 I can cancel with this 4. I will get, and then these 12 and 1 and 6. And we are getting equal 9 minus 6 times 3 is 18 plus 9. We are getting 0. So this is going to be 0. Okay? So for vertex, at negative b over 2a is equal 3 over 2. And function, which is y, over from negative b over 2a is equal 0. So this is our vertex. Okay, next we have vertex. Now we need to find out our x-intercepts. For our x-intercept, we are going to solve it. So 4x squared minus 12x plus 9 equals 0. So to solve it, we are going to apply formula x12 is equal negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, we know our a is 4, b is negative 12, right? This is a, this is b, this is c. We can solve it. x12 is equal negative b, so negative, my b is negative 12, plus minus b squared, which is going to be negative 12 squared, minus 4 times a is 4, c is 9. Okay, divided by 2a, 2 times 4. So let's solve what we have underneath. Negative 12 squared. Let me simplify this. Negative 12 squared minus 4 times 9. It's going to be negative 12 squared. It's 144. And 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 9 is also 144. Okay, which is going to be equal 0. Right? Since it's going to be equal 0, then we have x12 is equal negative, so it's going to be positive 12 over 8. Because the other type, 1 is going to be 0. We will end up only 1x practically. Let me put like this way so it will be understandable. And we will have x1, only x1, that is equal x2, and gonna be equal 12 over 8. And the result is gonna be 3 over 2. That's the only intercept it's gonna have, which is 3 over 2 is practically our vertex. So, first element we need to build. Wow, this is too thick. Okay, first element. And then the x-intercept, I figure out it's only one vertex, right? And we need also find out if it's crossing y-intercept. So x-intercept is going to be 3 over 2, which is a vertex, part of a vertex. Now to find our, let me write down, this is x-intercept, so you would know. This for x-intercept. For y-intercept, I have to take x is equal 0, which means I will have 4 times 0 squared minus 12 times 0 and plus 9. So how much it's going to be? This is 0, this is 0, and this is plus 9. So y-intercept is equal 9, positive 9. Okay, we have everything we need. Let's build the graph. And our A is 4, positive, which is going to be, if this is my, let me see. It has to touch x is equal 0, guys. Okay. So this is my x squared. 4 times it's gonna be like this. Very narrow. All right. Four x squared. All right. Now where is our vertex? 3 over to 1.5. If this is 1, this is 2. 1.5 is going to be right here. And doesn't have any x-intercept, and it's going to cross at the point 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to cross somewhere there. Okay, let's go. It's more widely, maybe. Let me see, maybe this one I took too wide. That's why. Here is 1, here is 1.5, of course. I took it too wide. This is much better. Okay, and it will cross right here where when positive 9. Okay, so this is our y-intercept at the y-intercept, and this is our graph 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. All right. So next is going to be 4x squared plus 10x minus 14 equals 0. Okay, comparing to standard form, ax squared. Ooh, it's too thick. Let me see. Equals 0, where A, B, and C. A is equal 4, B is equal 10, C is equal negative 14, right? So from here we have x1, 2, negative B plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So this is equal, negative b is going to be negative 10 plus minus 10 squared minus 4 times a, which is 4, and c, it's going to be negative 14. And divided by 2 times 4. Okay, that is equal negative 10 plus minus 100. Since we have 2 minuses here, minus 4 times negative 14, so we end up with plus. 4 times 4 is 16, 16 times 14 is 224 over 8, which is equal negative 10 plus minus square root 324 over 8, and that is equal negative 10 plus minus 18 over 8. Okay, from here, x1 is equal negative 10, negative 18 over 2. It's going to be equal, what, negative 28. Actually, why 2? It's 8, huh? Sorry, over 8. So it's going to be negative 7 over 2, right? If we reduce by 4. And x2 is equal negative 10 plus 18 over 8 is equal 8 over 8 is equal 1. So we have at the intercept, x is the 2x intercept from here. Okay, and so this is first step. Let me build the graph. Okay. Let me go this way because it looks like I'm going to use a negative and positive. So 1 is positive 1. The other intercept is negative 7 over 2, 3.5. 1, 2, 3, and this will be 3.5. Okay, this is our intercept. Now we need to find our vertex. Okay, we can find vertex. So vertex is coordinate negative b over 2a, and we have function over negative b over 2a. All right, negative b, and that is going to be, this is going to be our x, and this is y of the vertex, right? All right, so negative b over 2a is equal, our b is how much? 10, which is going to be negative 10. And over 2 times a, 2 times 4. Negative 10 over 8, right? Reduce by 2, it's going to be negative 5 over 4. Yes? All right? So this is our value of negative b over 2a. Now let's find function f of negative b over 2a. That is going to be equal. I'm plugging negative 5 over 4 into this equation. So 4 times negative 5 over 4 squared. Let me move this on this side so we have enough space. Well, I moved too much. Yeah. So, and then plus 10 times x, which is negative 5 over 4, right? We have here what left? Minus 14, right? Minus 14. Let's see how much it's going to be. If I plug, this is going to be 4 times 25 over 16 plus, oh, it's going to be minus because we have minus 10 times 5 over 4 and minus 14. So this is 1, this is 4, 25 over 4 minus by 2, this is 5, this is 2, 25 over 2 and minus 14. So let's see what we get. 25 over 4, it's going to be 6 and 1/4 minus 25 over 2 is gonna be 12 and 1/2 and minus 14. So what do we get? 6 and 1/4 minus 12 and 1/2. It's gonna be negative 6 and 1/4, right? And minus 14 equal. So these two, it's gonna be this number, and this one is gonna be negative 20 and 1/4. Okay, so vertex is going to be, where is our vertex practically? Our negative b over 2a is this much, negative 5 over 4, which is going to be negative 1 and 1/4, right? And y is going to be negative 20 and 1/4. So negative 1 and 1/4, if this is 1, so this is 1/4. And 20, it's going to be God knows where, how far. So this is what we will do. I will do the following. I'll make a cut here. Okay, so this means we have here cut. And here I'll put, let's say this is now our negative 20 and 1/4. So this is going to be our vertex. Okay, and looking at our graph, our equation, where is it? Here it is. 4x squared plus 10x minus 14. Our a is positive, which means it's going to go up, right? Because a is greater than 0. A is greater than 0. We have x1, x2, and the graph is going to look like, let me see. No. I'll go this way. Okay, this is better. And this one, negative 3.5, right? And what is going to be our line of symmetry is going to be x is equal negative, how much was that? Negative 5 over 4. This is going to be our line of symmetry. Okay, like that. And this is negative 1 and 1/4. Okay, so this is our graph of quadratic function. Let me bring it closer so you can see better. All right. Moving to next one. Actually, this is the third one. Okay, we looked at all locations. Well, I can do one more. Never mind. Let me do one more, and then we can finish it. So y is equal x squared minus 2x minus 1. Okay. Let's find vertex. So negative b over 2a, it's going to be, negative b is going to be 2, positive 2, right? Because we have ax squared plus bx plus c. So it's going to be negative, it's going to be negative here, negative 2 over 2 times a. A is 1. So it's going to be positive 1. Because negative, negative is positive. So this is 1. And if we plug f of negative b over 2a to find y for the vertex, plugging 1, it's going to be 1 squared minus 2 times 1 and minus 1. Let's see. 1 minus 2 minus 1. And it's going to be equal negative 2. So negative 2. Okay. Let me draw the graph. Let's find out x intercepts. Okay. Can we solve it by factoring? I don't think. No, we can't solve by factoring. So we're going to go by solving x squared minus a negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac. Okay, let's do it. So x1, 2, those are intercepts, are going to be, b is negative 2, so negative b is going to be positive 2. I can write down here. Let me see. A is equal A, B, and C. A is equal what? 1. B is equal negative 2. And C is equal negative 1. Okay, so we get negative b, which is positive b, plus minus b squared, which is negative 2 squared, minus 4 times a is 1, and c is negative 1. Dividing by 2 times a is 1. Okay, that is equal to plus minus square root 4 plus how much? 4 plus 4 over 2. And we get 2 plus minus square root of 8 over 2. Let's see, square root of 8 is square root 4 times square root 2, right? Square root 4, it's going to be 2, and here will be only 2. So we will get 2 plus minus square root 2 is 1.44, I believe. Okay. 1.44 times 2. It's going to be 2.88 or 2.9. All right? It's actually square root of 2, 1.4. So 1.4 times 2, it's going to be 2.8. So we do 2 plus minus 2.8 over 2. All right, x1 is equal 2.8 plus 2 and divided by 2, it's going to be 2.4. It's going to be 2.4. And the other one, it's going to be 2 minus 2.8. It's going to be negative 0.8, and divided by 2 will be negative 0.4. Okay, so 2.4, 1, 2, 3, 2.4, it's a little bit less than 5. And negative 0.4, if this is 5, 0.5, then 0.4 will be somewhere here. So one intercept, second intercept, vertex is positive 1 and negative 2 right here. Negative 2, this is 1. So let me see. All right, we got it. And it's looking up because we have A is positive. So negative 0.4. This is 2.4 intercept, right? And this is our vertex 1 and negative 2. Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in next video.